...2011 will come to a close in just a couple of hours, and it has indeed been a year of supernatural victory. Bethel World Outreach Church is one of almost 200 churches that make up Bethel World Outreach Ministries International, BWOMI. Sister Marina, BWOMI's International Executive Assistant, has a lot to say about what has been going on with this international organization.
Hi, my name's Marina Sayon, and I'm the International Executive Assistant with BWOMI. On behalf of Bishop Johnson, I'd like to thank you for your contributions to the organization. This year, we've launched the university in Sierra Leone that will afford many, many people the opportunity to be trained in the Word of God and be trained in how to minister the Word of God. We've also started building the clinic in Liberia that would give a community of people affordable health care. They will be able to go to this clinic and get their needs taken care of in terms of their medical needs, that is. Also, we've built a radio station in Liberia, and that will enable people to hear the Word of God. We're getting Bishop's messages to Liberia, rural Liberia, also to other countries around Liberia. People in Sierra Leone, remote parts of Sierra Leone, will be able to hear Bishop's messages. Also in Guinea and Ivory Coast, will be able to hear Bishop's message through this radio station. So we're getting out the Word of God out to people who need it, and want to thank you again for your contributions. And we're looking forward to launching the Bishop's Club here in the U.S. 2012. So be looking out for more information on that. Also, we have the General Conference in February. So come along and come and see what your giving is doing in the nations. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pastor Peabody. Welcome to my den, the youth pastor here at the Bethel World Outreach Church. And well, today we're just looking at the year in review, some of the things that we've been able to accomplish. I remember one of the word I preached this particular year on purpose, that God has a plan for these young people. And we talk about how they need to own up to the time they are living for themselves, to be able to invest in themselves, their education, their own spiritual life. Then also we have been able to do projects. We were able to remodel the oasis where the youth meet in Bethel North. We placed up 2 plasma television where they can use as games. So they have the game time and then they have the prayer time. Plus we've divided into 4 groups. We have leaders who disciple and facilitate those groups.
Well, U-turn, basically the concept of being headed somewhere and actually turning around from there and going a different direction. I mean, that just blows my mind.
That's what was done in Bethel North. That's our hallmark to start the U-turn program in Bethel North. We also began remodeling here in Bethel South.
That's right, Pastor P. This year we held 2 successful Jamboree events. Joseph Generation hosted a youth fashion show celebrating life and not death in style at the Bethel North campus. In addition, the Bethel North Children's Ministry featured Holy Hands of Bethel, our American Sign Language ministry, in an evening of music, games, face painting, and candy for the children. In August, Pastor Peabody led a team of youth and young adults on a 2-week mission trip to Cameroon. They visited 2 youth camps, 150 teens, and 30 to 50 young adults in Dula and Kribi, as well as 5 orphanages in Limbe and Bonaberi. We would like to thank you for your donations, which the group took to Cameroon for the youths.
That's about some of the things that we were able to accomplish.
2011 was a great year for the Center for Evangelism and World Mission. In 2011, I saw an increased passion in members of the church to reach out in the community to share the love of God.
I want to thank the Lord. I know He called me to do this, and I'm happy to do it because I know souls are dying out there.
Some of the things we did this year was we held in the spring a local community outreach day where members of the church went into the community, into a local park, and there we fed the community, gave out clothing and other goods, shared the gospel with people. The church is Bethel World Outreach Church International. In 2011, Pastor John and Pastor Beckley took a trip to India.
I've always had a desire to go to India. When I thought of India, I would think of lions and tigers and elephants and those kind of things. Didn't see any tigers, didn't see any elephants, but we saw lots of people. India is only about half the size of the United States with over 1 billion people. And so everywhere, people, day, night, people.
The language was a problem because after they've looked at me, they say, it looks like us, his hair maybe is different, and they would just come to speak Hindi. And I would go, no, English.
Food was great. Of course, I like food. I just like food. But the food was great. Pastor Abraham, his wife, prepared most of our meals. And so we had good food and good time of fellowship around the table with the different pastors that were there with us.
You can tell Indian people take time to warm up to you, but as soon as they do, they are very receptive. There was a lot of young people, both young men and young women. So God has touched the young people. They are on fire. They are doing wonderful things. I was so thrilled that every time we ministered, when the young men and women would come and ask for prayer, most of them, Pastor, pray for me, and that God will use me in the ministry. So God really is doing a wonderful thing in India.
Hey Bethel, my name is Henry and I have the honor of serving as the media director here. Hey, this year was a great year, 2011. We launched our new website, cityofhope.bwomi.org. We got a lot of features in there that are going to be beneficial to the church. You're able to go online and check the bulletins. You're able to learn more information about the different ministries. You can submit requests to the church through the administration. We also have a section that you can access Bishop's blog, and we have a new media center that's going to be launched shortly. So look out for it. And if you haven't visited the site yet, I encourage you, check it out. This year we also began live streaming of our services. We did some testing at our Silver Spring campus, and in 2012 we'll begin streaming the 10 o'clock service live to an international audience. We're all here blessed by the word that we received here from Bishop Johnson. His blog has received over 12,000 hits this year. So we encourage you guys, if you haven't checked it out, bishopdarlingtonjohnson.org. Technology is constantly changing and evolving, and as a media ministry, we want to do our best to take advantage of available technology to better serve you, Bethel, and to further the vision of this church. If you have any questions, any suggestions, please feel free to send us an email at media@bwomi.org. Thanks to all of the media volunteers in 2011. We couldn't have done what we did without you.
Henry, you forgot to mention the new commercial that aired this year, not too long ago in fact, and it featured our very own Bishop Johnson. We are live on TV, Bethel, and it only gets more interesting from here.
Bethel is an honor serving you, and I look forward to serving you even more in 2012.